Right. I just did that on badness because Leah's drinking. Right. Go on, have your sip.
You're going to shout at me?
We're going to start right now because we want to...
Will did that yesterday. I was filming a YouTube video in the car where I was filming my food shop.
Didn't make you jump.
And I put the thing on and he was pulling out of a junction and he screamed at me. And I thought, oh God, we're crashing, we've hit something. You know when your heart proper like comes into your throat?
Was he driving?
Yeah, he was driving.
Right,
Thank God, otherwise that would have been... I was filming and he was driving and we pulled out of a junction and we went, ah! And I was like, scared me to death.
You seen them reaction videos where the partners scream at them in the cars?
Yeah.
You seen that? I saw that the other day. I was laughing.
I love watching all those on Instagram.
Just goes to show you, fear's contagious. Because they don't know why they were screaming. It's funny though.
And then the other person screams and like jumps off the sofa or something.
Yeah, or punches them. It was all in cars. They're all in cars.
Oh, okay.
And they're fucking shouting their heads off. Right, we are back now for episode 21. We're in double digits.
Double digits?
Well, that would be 1,000, but you know what I'm saying? Double of a double digits, which is 20, because we're fucking veterans. It's been about a year now.
Yeah, because I
September,
think
innit?
I was, it was just before I competed.
Yeah, it was maybe last August, September time, something like that.
Wow.
So, fucking year in the bag.
Imagine how many episodes of hours of podcast recording we've done now.
Yeah, and how much has actually been put out because it has to get cut out. Don't put that in. I'm only joking. It's pretty raw, isn't it, to be fair?
Yeah.
Because we don't watch them back.
No, we actually record 5 hours of podcasts because we chat so much of it.
Yeah. She chats shit. I just listen. I go home with earache.
Shut up, you don't.
Text. That's why we don't do 2 months. It takes me a month to come back. All right. My ears are still ringing next Wednesday. I'm only joking. So the season's back underway now. The bodybuilding season, for all you lifestyle people that are watching that don't care about bodybuilding, kicked back off a couple of weeks ago, innit?
Yeah, exciting.
I've had a couple up. I had one up. Victoria a couple of weeks ago, she'd done the Natties. She won. Buzzing with that. You'll have seen that one. It was quite a big transformation. She started with me in February.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, and I was like, we need to start dieting.
Yeah.
I think we done, I don't know if we started dieting straight away. I think we done 27 week. Obviously, she's natty as well. And she was like, oh, shit, I didn't know we were going to start now. I was like, we need to start now, love, because we've got a lot to do. But we got her fucking peeled and she won. And I was buzzing with that because she's always had seconds. I remember the consult call and she said, all I've ever had is seconds. I need to win a show. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I take things like that quite personally.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, she flew straight into that. She come and she won that, which was a tough class as well, to be fair. Was it BNBF actually? Yeah, I think it was BNBF. It was UK DFBA this weekend, just gone. That's right, yeah. I'm getting Amy's client did BNBF this weekend. Oh, just in time for me to drop that in. She won.
Casual.
She won the overall. Yeah, so we had Victoria up the other weekend. She won that. And then we had Sammy in Wales last week.
Yeah.
She won that. She looked good. She looked better again this weekend, actually. And then we had a good handful competing across this weekend, actually. With Monique taking the overall athletic.
Yeah,
who
she
has
looks very good.
Arrived. Everyone's messaging me going, she has arrived. I think she's always competed in past. She was never with me. And she just never, and then, when someone's got such crazy potential, but never like right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I did used to see her about a lot, actually. And I used to think, fucking hell, she could be good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then she messaged me after. So the last show she did, she come second out of 2.
Right.
And then it wasn't a good 2 either. And she messaged me after that, and we got to work straight away. That was,
and you were like, yes.
Yeah, that was middle of 22 because it was Universe 22 that she did. And I thought, I kind of thought yes, but I kind of thought I didn't know either. I thought someone was, because when someone's got that much potential and they're never quite there, you kind of think, are they broken? Do you know what I mean? Is something wrong? And they weren't sound. I thought it was going to take us longer to fix than it did. She was chronically dieted into the ground and all the rest of it. Some of the maddest shit I've ever had being done to a client was on air. After like 45 minutes of hit cardio a day and like,
oh, fun.
Just like as well as a normal cardio. I was doing
HIIT on my first prep, actually.
It was a thing a few years ago. It was a thing,
kill me off.
But not that much. Like that was like 45 minutes a day, 2 hours cardio a day, and 30 minutes weight training. It was just like mad stuff. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, sorted her out. Good.
Yeah, she
got
won.
shredded.
Looked amazing.
Yeah, quite difficult to peak, actually. Or I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was to peak.
It went all right in the end.
Yeah, it was fun. I actually thought it was going to take me a couple of shows.
Yeah.
It's one of them where, and I don't know if you've had these or not with how many preps, but sometimes you get these girls that some people get harder as they go through the day. Some people stay quite similar but look a little bit fuller. Some people just go backwards all day from the minute they wake up.
And like soften off a little bit through the day.
Well, when I got on peak week, when I got her to send me her visuals again in the middle of the day, she'd gone backwards about 5 weeks. And I was like, wow, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Right, we're going to take some juggling here. So, I prepared for it. I think someone's thinking done it, but it's just experience. I've done it before, so I managed to get it right. And she come out and I was like, fucking buzzing.
Bang on.
Yeah, so we got that nailed. Yeah, so she's good. Just give her a bit of props, to be fair, because she's natural, for starters. 4 children, young children, not like grown children, like young children running about. Fucking fast-paced corporate job in London, like high pressure, like lots of, like works God knows how many hours. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's not like, she's not just like got it a luxury.
That's actually quite impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm mentioning it, 'cause it's like, fuck me, because she doesn't live in London, she has to commute there and all the rest of it, like,
that
she
is
got it
crazy.
tough, like, yeah.
When did she get all the cardio and the training and with 4 kids?
She just wants more cardio. She wants less food. She's one of them. She's the same as you a lot.
Yeah.
She's like, is that it? Is all that cardio we're going to have to do? Like, yeah, Mum, we can stop now. Your glutes are striated. Do you know what I mean? We better not do any more.
Yeah. Wow, that's mad. Yeah, she looked really good, to be honest.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to give her props for that, because that's hard. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She never complained once.
Oh, amazing.
Not once. She wanted it. She won't do after them other preps, I suppose.
Yeah.
She's like, this is too easy. I don't feel like I've started prep.
Gosh.
So yeah, she done that, and then that's it. We're at Manchester. Obviously, by the time this goes out, it's going to be about a month in it, because we're episodes in front now.
We're ahead
because of our scheduling.
Because of our
professional entrepreneurship life scheduling. Only joking. Leah had an appointment. I'm free all the time, me.
I had a nail appointment.
Is that,
you know, right? No, girls will know this. When you get to nail appointments and it's like someone that's good, you literally have to book your nail appointments like 6 months in advance because they get so booked up.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm scheduled up until like December.
Yeah.
And that one's a nail brown last one, so I was like, I can't
I'm like that with my barber. That's what I'm like with my barber.
Yeah.
I go in there, there's 8 barbers, and I wait there for 7 hours until I nearly die because I need to see one specific barber, because everyone else just fucks it up.
You have to get a haircut every week now.
Yeah, well, yeah. Fucking skint now since I got my hair put back on, isn't it? Cost me 10 quid a week in an haircut now. Don't really. Just does on show season, off season, I just look like fucking...
You just leave it.
I look like Robin Williams on Jumanji. I'm just like... running buck wild, keeps getting caught in my shoulder hairs and that. Oh.
It's looking very curly, actually.
Yeah. No perm. I didn't realise all these people walking about with curly hair now had perms.
What, men?
Yeah, my mate told me the other week. You know, the young lads have all got like the curly hair and the fucking things and all that. I'm thinking, these lot must have ate the crusts on the bread, because I'm sure people didn't used to fucking have that much curly hair. My mate went, yeah, they're all permed. I was like, fuck off. Perm? What do you mean they're permed in your hair? He's like, what, you think they've all just curly hair? And I was like, yeah, actually, that's pretty stupid. Yeah, cost of permanent. Because that's what my hair was like when I was a kid, you see.
Right.
I had, whenever, you won't remember, but I'm 10 years older than you, but I had curtains. Everyone had curtains.
Oh, like the little, like... No, they're quite interesting.
They're starting to come back now. Curtains have come back. Yeah, fucking, I can't believe I'm that old.
A lot of girls
I'm
have got
old,
that.
I'm saying they've come back.
The trends
That's
are coming
what my
back
dad
round.
used to say. We all used to wear them flares, in the 70s. And I'm like, yeah, fuck off, Dad. Now it's me. I'm like, oh, curtains have come back round. I don't think I'd risk growing it that long, though. But mine were curly as fuck. It took me 7 times as long to grow them, because they were just growing rings like that. But I pulled it down and put it in my pocket. Be careful with zip up pockets. I get my hair stuck if I'm not careful. Yeah, everyone had curly curtains. I don't know how we got onto that, but anyway, barbers. I was just interrupting about your nail appointment.
Oh, yeah. So we're early, basically.
Sorry for walking all over that, Leah. I do apologise. Skibbity riz.
Don't start that. If you haven't watched Dan's recent reel, go and watch it. Oh, no, it'll be really old by then.
Yeah, I'll be like fucking...
It'll be gone.
God, it'll be well old. It'll be like a month old.
Oh,
that's like 10 years in Instagram world.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly,
too far down the feed.
So I download the reshare app and start bringing it back. Give me attention. Give me some more of that some attention. Need some dopamine. It's not real. So that's happened.
Yeah.
Been at shows. What you been up to? Lee's like, what about me, Dan?
Yeah, stop talking about yourself. No,
I'm talking about yourself, Dan. Not all about you, Dan.
What have I been doing? Oh God, what's been going on? A lot of my clients, this isn't show related, but a lot of my clients got their photos back this week from the shoot, the team shoot we did in July. So we did 2. We did the gym one, which was, they were both July back-to-back weekends. Did the gym one, and then we did the, it was like a glamour, more of that style, like in a big house and stuff. So a load of girls got the photos back from the shoot, so that was really nice. You know,
what's that?
Pardon?
Oh, did the show?
It was AK.
Oh, was it? She does all them, eh?
She does a lot of the like glamour. I really like her. She's really good.
I see her all over the shop, like.
Yeah, so we got all those back. So that's really nice. You know, when they get the photos back and everyone's like buzzing with the photos and like really happy.
Yeah.
So that was really nice.
How many did it? 8, you say?
Was it 8 or 9? It was somewhere around. Yeah, I think it was 8 because I had 8 in the gym one and then I had 8 in the AK one as well.
Yeah, that's sick.
So that was really nice.
Sometimes I wonder about getting into stuff like that because I don't really do much like that. A few girls that do photo shoots.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I just need something different.
Yeah, I love doing them. They're really good.
I'll branch out for 10 minutes in my head. Then by the time I get to the car, I don't worry about it. What am I going to do?
I just like it because it's like there's obviously it's a lot more achievable for people to do than the comps.
Yeah.
And like if people don't want to go to that level with it, it's something that's like a little goal without it being to the same level as like
the reason actually that was in my head. I don't know if you'll have seen that lifestyle transformation I put up the other week. I've got like a lifestyle client. I've had her a few years. She's called Dan. She had a purple bikini on. Did you see it? And she shrunk. We got ready for an holiday and that. Yeah, I put that on just because it was impressive as fuck and she's done really well. I've had her a few years. She was another one that was completely broken when she come to me with like, do you know when they've been just dieted into the ground for years and all that. Really fixed her. Every time she goes on holiday, we just diet it. It's class. Reverse her in. No damage, blah, blah, blah. Really good. I thought it was really impressive, so I put it up. I must have had about 20 lifestyle inquiries.
That's brilliant.
I know, so that's what I started thinking the other day. I thought maybe we should do something like that with the photo shoots and stuff like that. Just a different type of package in it.
Yeah.
What was that?
I didn't see anything.
Oh. I don't know if I touched that. In my beard. It felt like there was a lady bed in my beard.
Your beard's looking quite long, actually.
Yeah, I know. I just
have you like had it straightened?
Me going on about barbers, I ain't been back for weeks. That's why I just keep shaving round it. No, I brushed it yesterday. It's the first time I've ever brushed it.
Okay.
Looking at it and thinking, fucking look homeless. I'm just try brushing it. Oh,
wow.
Class. Yeah, I don't have to go to barbers for another 3 weeks now. Save me 20 bar.
Yeah, it looks very.
Yeah, demure. Fucking all over it now.
Don't start with that.
I'm sorry. I don't even know what that means.
Girls keep saying, no, you know what it actually means? It means, oh God.
I thought it was cow shit. I thought that's what it was at first.
No, it means like quiet, reserved. And when you actually Google it, it's like typically describes a woman.
Oh.
That's it. It means like soft and like reserved and like quiet.
Yeah, well, that's what I would have put. It reminds me of like makeup adverts.
It gives me like the ick a bit. I don't know why.
Yeah, it does me. I've seen loads of people doing it, and I was like,
when people say it, I'm like.
But the other people I've seen saying it was taking the piss.
No, I've seen people seriously say it, and I'm like,
people, you can't say that seriously. It's fucking banned. You've been cancelled for saying demure. Fucking demure. Cow demure. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, God. Where were we going?
I don't fucking know, Leah. I was on about me being a lifestyle coach now. I've been telling people to download my Fitness Pal next. Well, all you need to do is just type it in. You'll be all right. Tell me next week how you got on. Oh, I don't think I've got I won't be a lifestyle coach. We spoke about this before.
Yeah.
I feel like as I get older, it definitely could be a possibility as I chill a little bit.
Yeah.
But now if someone's trying to lose weight and they tell me that they've not done what I've told them to do, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, if someone come to me and said, Dan, how do I get to that fucking lamppost down there?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, we just walk down that bit, cross there and go down there. And I see them jogging the other way. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to describe it.
Yeah, well, you just done that far.
Yeah.
You've been going that way. I told you to go that way. That's how my brain works, unfortunately. At the minute.
Yeah, but I've got a really good group of lifestyle clients, to be fair, that like some of them have done shoots and stuff and they do just crack on and they're great.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So I've got an handful of them and I actually love it.
Yeah.
Because it's not as intense as bodybuilding.
Yeah.
And like
and it's really rewarding as well because like they're like, oh my God, you've actually changed my life, which is so nice.
Yeah, and half the shit they've been told by Muppets, you can kind of get rid of a lot of that.
Yeah.
And there's not as much like pressure on them as like, do you know what I mean? Like from week to week and they're not as panicked with, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I do enjoy it a little bit.
But I think sometimes what can happen with lifestyle coaching is you get clients that like the idea of wanting to change, but they're not maybe like ready to change.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that you end up like kind of not really getting anywhere with, because it's like you can tell them 20 different ways of doing things and
They
try
don't
and deliver
actually
it.
wanna do it. Yeah,
But they're not maybe ready to actually, they're not ready to like actually do the things they need to do. And you can't change that as a coach. So
No.
you can try and help them and have conversations, but you can't change like.
What's it? You can lead an horse to water.
Yeah.
But you can't make it dance.
Yeah.
You can make an
I'm going
horse
to take
dance.
on that saying from now on.
Listen, love, you can lead an horse to water, but you can't make it dance. Where do you hear that from? Dan told me it's saying, isn't it? Yeah. My favourite saying, that.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, that's been going off. You've had your show. Much else?
I did go and watch my friend Rosie compete at the... God,
Did
what,
you go,
what show did I go
You
to?
didn't go to Welsh, did you? You went. She was the day before.
I went
wasn't she?
to the Tubo show.
Yeah. She smoked that. She did really well the next day as well.
Yeah. Because I was going to go.
When I seen her, I thought she'll get the bloody overall there, like, 'cause she's fucking good.
Yeah.
Then this just mad trained woman just come walking out.
She looked very
and I was
good,
like,
though.
fuck me.
Yeah.
You don't often see them trained figure women. So I was shocked when she walked out.
But she's looking even better now. She's like, cause she was really ill that
I was
week.
talking to Christine on Sunday. He was talking about it and showing me pictures because she has that POTS and all that.
Yeah, she's got POTS, yeah.
And because I seen her at the show and I seen she was a little bit softer than possibly would seen on Instagram and whatnot. And I knew why. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause you just can't control
But she
that.
looks really, really good now. So
Yeah,
she's
he said he
doing
pulled her down about 6 kilos down. I think
like
he said.
5-6 kilos.
Yeah.
So she's doing the European this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. That's this weekend.
Yeah, that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is the
That's
pro
going on
qualifier.
fast. Where's that, Spain?
No, it's in Heathrow.
Oh, okay. So it's not in Europe.
No.
Well, I suppose it technically is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it really. What else has been going on? Doing some more stuff for the event. You know, I think I mentioned this on the last podcast. I'm just going to keep bigging it up because I want people to buy a ticket.
Yeah. Buy them tickets.
Yeah, but I got loads of like my clients coming out. I think it's going to be like maybe 50 plus girls like
That's busy.
Yeah, because what I've done is I've done it as like a +1 thing. So if they buy a ticket, they can bring a female friend within the ticket.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Smart.
you know, if people are scared of like coming to stuff by themselves.
Yeah, they'll bring the pal,
they can bring the friend.
That's a
they've
good
got
idea.
someone to like travel with and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, Will hunted me down a few like venues because I was like, I can't find anywhere. So he helped me.
Goodwill hunting.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's helped me.
You've locked in a venue, eh?
Yeah, sort of the venue now.
Is it Cov? Did you send me?
It's near Derby actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Derby's the centre of the world at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
Derby's the centre of the world.
Is it?
Well, it's actually the bang centre of the country, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a lot of bodybuilding shows starting to pop up there soon.
Oh, really?
That'll
be handy.
Little birdie told me. Yeah. Yeah, because it's dead centre, innit?
Yeah, but that's why I wanted to do it in Derby because it's like obviously good for people travelling. Like I've got clients in like Scotland and stuff coming down, and then clients from like London and stuff that can travel up. So it's quite easy for people to get to.
Yeah, I think everyone says Brum's centre, but it's not. It's off centre, innit? Derby's the actual centre of the country, really.
East Midlands.
Yeah, but if you go from the very bottom to the very top of Scotland, Hull's actually centre.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's right in the middle. Yeah.
You're just saying that because you want people to travel to Hull.
No, there's nothing there. There's only me. Hi, please leave. I was happy, yeah.
So yeah, event is. I've got all the guest speakers sorted now.
She hadn't asked me to come. Where's my +1?
You're a male. Can't have you there. Sorry.
A meal? I'm not a meal.
A male.
What's wrong with your accent? You said meal. You're a meal. What? Yeah, you're a meal, mate.
Come to my event.
What? You are?
Maybe you could come to my event.
Nope. Too late. I'm not getting asked last. I'm not asking my way into your event. I'm not going. I'm not even going to watch it on the telly.
All right, then. Fine. That's how you want to be.
No, I shouldn't be there. It's not right. I've got no expertise in them areas. They were like, stop eating chips. The end.
Helpful.
About as far as I go. Cheers, Dan. Yeah, cheers for that, mate. That'll be 200 quid, Leah, thanks. You pay for next podder, yeah?
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
So, shows, events, we've got some more shows. We've got the First Timers show coming up, which will be a big one.
Ah, fuck it. Did you see that reel that I put up in the beginning of the year about that? Do you remember? Off the Ace Ventura? No. You've seen it? It's where, do you know that bit of Ace Ventura?
I will have seen it.
It's where Ace Ventura comes running out and then he runs to a little Jeep and then he runs to a bigger Jeep, and I've put like first timers 1.
Oh, I did
first
see
timers
that.
3.
Yes, yeah.
And then he goes to that big monster truck, and it's first timers 5. Like,
and there's like a million people doing the show.
Yeah, it's fucking busy. I ain't counted how many I got in there actually, but I've got a good few doing it. Some good ones and all. Some good girls doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking monster, that bastard. 420, I think.
That is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's always a monster.
Yeah.
Surprised more people don't swerve it, actually.
I know. I think some people like doing it, though.
unless they want to be a monster,
Yeah. But
never makes any odds because there's just more categories.
Yeah, they just split up, don't they?
Yeah, the categories aren't specifically any busier or whatever, or particularly any busier.
I don't feel like PCA would do that anyway. I don't feel like they would hammer loads of people
14.
like on stage. Oh, is that it?
Yeah, 14. Oh. You'll rarely see it go over 14 because that's where they try to cap it.
Right, yeah.
Unless they really struggle and they've got like loads that are way taller and like, but even then they'd probably still split it. They try and cap it at that because that's what fills the stage, and then it starts to become a bit more muddled after that. So that's why you'll see them break it down into like 4 and even 5 bikini categories sometimes at the finals, because otherwise, like, it's just a shit experience. You know what I mean? Like, put 30 odd in a class, like, you've just got 24 people that could have. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So I think 14's right. Do you know what I mean? That's fair. Let's start splitting it up after that. But yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. I've got Katie doing that one, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah.
I put her photos on actually the day because she's come such a long way. Like,
I remember, yeah.
Because I showed it. Excuse me. Sorry. I showed you her, didn't I, when like she was like earlier on.
Yeah.
And she's lost like, it's like 20 kilograms now.
Well,
since November, since she started prep.
Yeah.
And she lost more weight before that even.
Yeah.
So, and I put her photo on, and that got like, because so many people from like the team have been like following her journey and stuff. And it's like, because it's just really nice to see, because she came to me and she's like, right, I know I want to get into bodybuilding, but we had like a bit of work to do first. So it was really nice, because all she wants is to be able to get on stage.
Yeah, that's
like
her
that
goal.
To her just like means so much.
Yeah.
And nice. Even like when you see her like going to get, like she sent me the video of her getting a bikini and stuff, and you can see like how
buzzing she is.
Yeah, just like how excited she is.
Like, for some people, it's even bigger achievement because they've had such a long way to. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. So like just be able to go and watch her, and like mum, I've got a mum's. God, I can't remember words. What am I even trying to say? She gave my number to her mum so I could like be with her mum on a show day. And like her mum texted me and was like really excited. It was just so cute. So I'm just really, really excited for her to like finally be able to get on stage, because we've been working together like, must be like 2.5, 3 years now.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, it's been like a long time.
And that's
so
13 days away.
Yeah, which
at time of recording.
Oh yeah, by the time this comes out, the first timers will have done.
Yeah. Oh. There shall be no more first timers. There'll be second timers after that. Maybe even third timers.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, so we'll know the results. Us watching this future, us will be like, we know the results.
Yeah.
You didn't know the results.
She's doing the London show as well. The Central. Is it the Central one? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's not London.
The one on the 6th
that
of October.
London, yeah.
That one's London, isn't
Central's the week after, innit? Is it called Central, that still?
Or was that the one that had just been? Oh, I don't know what the one called.
No, I think Central's the week before the British, and I think that's Stafford. Okay. If it's still called Central, it used to be called that.
Right.
But that's what it is.
But whichever one.
London.
The London.
Are you going then?
I'm going, yeah.
I'm going to go as well.
Yeah. I'm going because Kate is competing.
I've been a right adventurer this year.
Have you?
Yeah, proper adventurer. I went to Scotland.
Yeah.
So bearing in mind, I've never been to Scotland in my life.
Yeah.
I went up to Scotland because Katrina was up there in April and she was competing for the first time. So I went up to Scotland. I went on train, actually. I ain't making that fucking mistake again. It's fucking horrendous. Saying that, I was in first class, though.
Oh, very nice.
I managed to, on the way there, I was in first class on the way there, not on the way back. Slummed it on the way back. Got a free packet of crisps on the way there. I was sat in first class, and it was when the trains were all, well, not when they're striking, they're always fucking striking out, which I'm not in the loop with train things, but apparently that's a thing. So I'm sat in there. Luckily, from whatever luck of a ticket that Becky had got me, I was in first class.
Yeah.
I was on a single seat, but I didn't mind. And there was all these like people sat fucking reading and like all this and that. And they bring like a trolley down and there's like a little bag of crisps out the gear and that. And I was like fucking buzzing. And then, because all the trains were cancelled, people were fucking piling on. But they don't let them in there. They put them in the other bit, whatever the other bit's called, normal or whatever. And there was all these fucking pissed up women got on at Newcastle, and they walked through first class. And I was thinking, like, no. We're not on the same vibe right now. Yeah. I'm just sat here reading something or whatever the hell I was doing. They're fucking pissed tit half hanging out here and fucking slavering, and they're eating some chips and like, "Whoa," and all that. And I'm like, do not, because it was like, we still had another like 4 hours to go to get to Scotland.
Yeah,
like,
it's a long way, isn't it?
Please do not get on this. And they all walked straight through and got on the other bit. And I just seen the doors go, zink, and I was like, yes. Fucking would have killed myself and have been stuck with all them maniacs. There's about 30 of them. There was loads of them. Anyways, that was me going to Scotland. Never been there. I'll never go on train again. That was stupid. And then the other day I went to Wales. I've never been to Wales before, neither.
Have you not?
Basically, I've only ever been to Ireland and England. That's it.
And you went on holidays, yeah?
Yeah, I went on holiday. I've been out of England. I just never been to Scotland or Wales. England. So I drove all the way to Wales to watch Sammy, to get her kick started in the season. She only jumped in that, to be fair. That wasn't planned. We just needed to get some nerves shook off for a bit. And we picked up a lot from it. Like, her hair was like fucking, covering the just little rookie errors that needed sorting out. And I knew that would be the case. So I went down there. We sorted all that out for Manchester. I drove all the way back. This must be a world record. I drove all the way back from Wales without stopping.
What, you mean like for a break?
Yeah, I didn't stop. 5 hours.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
That is impressive. Saying this to Becky, I was like, I reckon that's the longest anyone's ever drove in the world without stopping. She's like, fuck off. She used to be in the army. She used to drive the lorries in the army, and that she probably drove for like 30 hours. And I'm like,
that's a long time to not go for like a wee break for.
Yeah, I just took it. I just wanted to get home. It's a long way home, innit? After a show. Show finishes at 5:30, whatever.
Yeah.
The time you stop for a piss, it's like 25 minutes in it. By the time you got in there, found the time, blah, 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 blah. Got back in the car. And once you've set your son off, you keep going in it. So, I just wanted to tell everyone that I drove all the way back from Wales without stopping. Fucking cyborg mode. Fucking AI Dan. I was just like, I didn't even press the pedal neither. I was just using the buttons. So I've had that car like 5 years.
That's quite cool. You can do that.
Yeah, you set it on. Everyone will be laughing, thinking, "Yeah, I do this all the time, mate." You set it on the autopilot thing, whatever it's called, and then you can just press the button up and down. And it takes the speed up and down. Mean. So I just had my feet flat on the floor, and I was just like, because it's speed limits all the way home, innit? So yeah. Anyway, first time I've properly listened to a podcast whilst driving, which is why I was able to drive that far without stopping. Yeah,
that's what I do on the way to these. I just whack a podcast on and just...
Yeah, it was class. Andrew Huberman on the Diary of the CEO. It was really interesting. I like when people talk about dopamine. I'm like, I've got some dopamine. Sometimes it gets washed away and sometimes I've got loads. Yeah, I was listening to that. What was I going to say? I didn't even book an hotel on the way to Wales. I just said, I'll just drive.
Yeah. And
I'll probably jump on a motorway one and see how far I get. Then what you don't realise is, because I've never been to Wales, once you're past a third of the way there, it's all just country roads and shit.
Yeah.
Pretty much no hotels. And all foreign signs with loads of letters on that I didn't fucking know what it was saying. Thank God for sat-nav. I'd have never found my way there. I rang. Obviously, I pulled over on the motorway to find a hotel on Google. I didn't just do it when I was driving. And then...
You did, didn't you?
We're being recorded right now, Leah. So I just phoned a few hotels, found one that was empty, and just ended up driving straight to Wales. That was fun, because when you think you've got to drive 5 hours, it's like daunting. You're like, fuck this. So I thought, I'll just keep going as long as I can and probably just jump in a motel. Do they call them motels in this country?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it's called a motel, yeah.
I think that's very American, but like, you know what I mean?
Everyone knows what a motel is.
Yes, Premier Inn on the fucking motorway, like thing. And I just ended up going straight the way there and just slept in a fucking smelly hotel. It was smelly. I didn't dare eat the breakfast. Now, I'm not no like snob or nothing, right? But you know when you go down and there's just, oh, fucking hell. Premier Inn would have been luxury compared to... Was it a bit dodgy? You know when everything smells real stale? Do you know what I mean? In an hotel. I was walking down the corridor and I'm like, this fucking corridor stinks. The room wasn't that bad, but the corridor fucking stunk of all like people are, I don't know, just like rubbed a load of mushrooms in the carpet like over the years and just left it, just walked it. Do you know what I mean? That kind of smell.
Yeah. Bit like fusty.
Yeah, and then next morning I come down and I thought I ain't drinking out that coffee machine. There was like all bits hanging off it and fucking shit. And then, you know them silver things that they put the eggs and everything in like that? There was all like water in them and like it was just,
don't. It makes
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they wanted like even things that were just on their own. And you had to like, they just fucking rank. I think I like braved one sausage and then I thought, I'm not fucking eating no more out of that. So I went somewhere else and got some, I think, and just fucked off. Anyway, that was my Welsh experience. But it's 4 minutes from the venue, so I was buzzing in morning. Yeah, I was just fucking watching SpongeBob, like waiting to go to the show. It was class. I love cartoons. So yeah, that was that. Sorry for taking up all that airtime talking about nothing.
So right now
we've got topics.
We know exactly what happened on your Welsh road trip now.
yeah, everyone knows. Yeah, it's not as interesting as you think. I just want to get up to one and by myself. I shouldn't be left by myself.
An insight into the mind of Dan.
Yeah, an insight into the fucking travel to Wales. But just so you all know, I drove back without stopping. I'm not saying I'm like a pro driver out, but I could be if I wanted, you know what I mean? No piss. But saying that, I got the opposite on the way to Manchester. That's only an hour and a half away. Fucking blocked all the motorway up, hadn't they? It's all shut.
Oh.
Never needed a piss and a poo at the same time. So bad in my entire life until getting stuck in that fucking traffic. And then I had to park like a 5-minute walk away from the venue. I fucking walked there like this. Like, let me through the door. Oh dear.
Oh God, fun times.
Horrendous. So that was it. We've been asked a bundle of questions, which we're going to do on the next episode.
Yes.
We got one question, which I thought was quite interesting. I'm only joking, it was quite interesting.
I thought that was a good question.
Yeah, it's a good question actually, because I've never really thought about it before. And then we're going to talk a little bit about coaching in general, aren't we?
Yeah, because we thought it would be quite good to do one that's a bit more like coach, because I'm sure there's a lot of people listening to this that are
coaches. Or maybe want to be coaches.
Yeah, or
maybe not after watching us. They might think, fuck that.
I think I'm
happy with fucking working in Morrison's, thanks. It says, if you have a good coach, but not a brilliant coach.
An average coach.
I don't know where this ranking, how this has been ranked. And if this is one of my clients asking me, you can fuck off. If you have a good coach, but not a brilliant coach, how to switch without damaging the relationship.
So basically, they want to move coach because they're not 100% happy with the coach, but they don't love the coach.
Have you asked this?
Yes, I'm secretly trying to leave.
This is Leah's question. I knew you fucking spelt the word coach wrong every time. It says couch. Well, just be fucking polite, man. So I get this question a lot, and I had a question when I put an NGL up last week. I don't know if I did this one or not. My phone's shit for... I can't put... Anyway, we're not getting to that. I throw my phone through a wall if I'm not careful. About if a client's left you, would you let them come back? It's circumstantial, isn't it?
I get loads of clients come back.
Yeah, I get it all the time, but it depends how they've left as well. If they've been an idiot, like an arsehole with the way they've fucked off, then no, I probably won't. But if they've been all right about it, then yeah,
because people's like, it might be someone, has got something going on. Like, I'll get clients where maybe something's happened in their life and they can't be coached for a bit, or, they've moved house or something.
Yeah, or even like people sometimes like to try different things and like the grass green type of thing. Yeah. Like, in yours is probably different to mine, but in bodybuilding, it's very like, there's that many different ways of doing things. And people appeal to people on social media, think that's better, and then they want to go try that and this and that. There's a lot of that. But some of the way people leave is sometimes like ridiculously heartfelt, and like you can tell they're like really like thingy about it. And then they go and try it. They quite often realise it doesn't work that well, or it's not for them, or whatever. Then they come back, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to get butt out about that. I'm fucking 38 years old. You know what I mean? I'm not 21. I nearly said 28, but you're 28. But you know what I mean? I think when you're a bit younger, you're a bit more like sensitive and that.
Unless they've left on unless they're like a really rude client, or
I've had people ghost me and then ask to come back.
Yeah.
Ghost, stay a ghost. You dead. You're not coming back.
Yeah. And I think all coaches probably get this, but sometimes like I thought this was initially, I thought it was just because I was quite a new coach when I was a bit younger, but I still get it even now, where like a client's doing really well, like they're checking in, everything's going super well, and then all of a sudden I'll just never hear from them again and the payment fails.
Never.
Yeah, that happens. Not very often, but sometimes that'll happen, and I'm like trying to get in contact with them, and just absolutely nothing.
I get it now. Now and again, people will just ghost, and I think literally you only had to write about 10 words. Yeah. And I wouldn't have disliked you.
I know. It's weird, isn't it?
Now I don't like you anymore. Yeah. It's just weird, and it's probably because they're scared more than anything. But it's just rude, man. So anyway, we're getting off topic with that. We're talking about ghosting people.
Yeah.
Getting ghosted, whatever it is. Any coach, like, people have left me, for example, right, that I've took them from first timers to pros, never fucking had a bad show, nothing's ever gone wrong, great relationship, and they've gone, do you know what I mean? And like, yeah, you think, fuck me. There's a bit shock. Yeah. But you're not going to cry about it. And if I see him at shows, I'll still talk to him. Yeah. And do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not going to be like, yeah, they're the enemy.
Yeah, but I think like
I don't think surely people are not like that. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a job, innit, at the end of the day. And because we get right emotionally involved, and I do.
Yeah.
But then I've learned over time that I need to remember it's a job, and then I cut myself back a little bit. And it'll be all right. If they're not all right with you because of it, then they're not, and you're worried about preserving a relationship, which might be a friendship, then they're not your friend anyways.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, because they'll understand.
100%.
I've had loads of girls come to me from coaches that's kind of the mate, and they've done an all right job on that, but there's still things that are not, do you know what I mean? And they're still mates as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had one girl come to me that was come from a sister. I imagine that was a difficult. A sister was quite a decent coach, and she came to me from a sister. I imagine that was a little bit of a difficult.
I feel like it's sometimes hard though when you're being. I'll have some girls come in that are like trying to be coached by their partners, and it just like doesn't. They just won't listen to the partner.
Well, I get all. Yeah, I get all them. Yeah,
like he keeps telling me what to do, and I'm just getting annoyed at him.
It's usually the partner that messages me. I'll get messages off
I'll
get messages from the fellas, and it'll say something like, and these often it'll be like really good bodybuilders.
Yeah.
So they're probably the trust's a little bit limited, I reckon. Yeah. I used to get called, what was it? Some fucking bodybuilders' wives coach or something like that. It was because I seemed to get all the pros' wives at one point. This was a few years back, and they were like, "Look, mate, I can't. Can you just deal with it?
I can't tolerate her anymore. She's doing mad.
It's like, we know what we need to do, but it's just the dynamic's not working. Do you mind taking over? Yeah.
I feel like if Will tried to coach me, I'd be like, "Are you sure about that? Why don't we do this instead?"
Yeah, when you sat there starving, it'd be like, "I'll just have a couple of rice cakes then." Do you know what I mean, or whatever? Or the opposite, it'd be more harsh on you. It's like it depends what dynamic it is. But there's not many people that coach their partners for that reason.
Yeah. Just going back to what you were saying there, I feel like, as a coach, if you care about you, because I've struggled with this a lot in the past, it's like when clients leave, it like upsets me.
Yeah, it's always
really hard.
It's always like a jab in the gut. Do you know what I mean? You're like, fucking hell. God. Especially when you've had a right run or you've done a right good job, and you're like, I can't be good at my job without being emotionally involved in my job.
That's the thing though, you can't. Like, if you genuinely care as a coach, like, and that's what makes you a good coach, if you care about your clients.
Yeah, so it's what's it called? A two-sided coin or a double-sided sword or whatever.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, whatever the saying is.
Double-edged
sword. Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So like, you care and you're proper into it and you're trying to like, and I am like that, and even though I've been doing it years, it's still the fucking same. It won't change. You know what I'm like anyways. Too much sometimes. I'm like emotionally, come on.
No, but I think that's one of the things that makes a really good
forward,
coach.
yeah. But then when people leave, it's like you've been punched in the gut, whereas a lot of people who just don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
But then it's like, if you didn't care about your clients and you didn't care when they leave, like, you wouldn't be. You probably wouldn't be a great coach.
Highly doubt you'd be good at your job. Yeah. Highly doubt it. Same as the things we've talked about before and stuff like that. If you're thinking about people's preps a lot, I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning sometimes because it must be sat somewhere in my fucking subconscious. Even though I don't think about it in the front of my mind, and I'll wake up at 3 o'clock thinking about people's prep. And
I think I messaged you. I was like, "Oh my god, Dan!" I think it was when my last time was on prepping. I'm not getting any sleep. I'm waking up at 2 in the morning.
Like, well, that's normal, Leah. Welcome to the life. Like, I don't know if I fancy this. Because you'll wake up at like 4 o'clock. And then your brain's just contest prep coaching. Your brain's ticking all the time. Do you know what I mean? And you're thinking about this, even when like that. That's not even when things are going wrong. Like someone's prep ain't going wrong. Yeah. It's just normal. Do you know what I mean? So you'll wake up. My mates think I'm mad because I've got a couple of mates, my closer mates, that lifestyle coach, and they're like, they think I'm mental because obviously with a lifestyle client, I doubt that you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I've never experienced that until I prep someone. Not even on shoot preps. Like obviously it's not the same.
Not as much. Compounded pressure, do you know what I mean?
I've got 10 clients competing next year, so that's going to be the first show where it's like, there's a lot, 10.
10?
Which for me is like...
not one show though?
No, not one show. Right. Like over the... No, definitely. I would not do that to myself. No, over the year. Which is obviously like, that's the most I've ever had in 1 year.
Yeah. It just becomes normal, do you know what I mean? Anyway, we've gone right down a rabbit hole. We've diverged from the coaching. We're well gone down a rabbit hole. That was probably a personal conversation that we've just put online, to be fair. Nobody needed to know that. If you're still watching, well done. Listen, if you want to leave your coach for a better coach, that's just part of the fucking game, isn't it?
You know what I think with that? I think I would appreciate like being honest, because as a coach, like you want to understand if clients are leaving. Yeah. You want to understand like if you can improve something. Yeah. Well, I would anyway. And like when my clients stop, they'll get like sent like the feedback thing.
Yeah.
So then, because I've been able to implement so many things in where I'm like, oh, actually, that's a really good idea. Like, that would work really well. And then you can learn from it as well. And a lot of time, it's not that you've done anything wrong. It's just like the timing of it or something in their life, you know?
So now I suppose we're moving on to coaching advices for coach, because what we was going to talk about anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you do this. I definitely do this. Every time somebody leaves, I sit there and I reflect for about a few minutes and I think, could I have done anything better?
Yeah.
Did anything go wrong? Did I say, have I spoken to the person like with good communication?
Yeah.
I run through all these things in my head every time somebody leaves. Obviously 9.9 times out of 10, I believe that I have, otherwise I wouldn't have acted the way I did. Sometimes I'll think, I could have possibly been a little bit more X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
I could have probably maybe thought a little bit more about X, Y, Z. Maybe this happened because of this. And sometimes, do you know what I mean? Sometimes.
Yeah.
I think as long as you, as a coach, and so this is advice for coaches when people leave, as long as you're good with what you've done in yourself, do you know what I mean? You're fairly content enough.
Yeah. That was advice I actually got given because, I used to take it, well, I still do, but so personally, and it would like upset me a lot. But that was the advice I got given. It's like, rather than taking it like personally to you, like view it as like, as a bit of an outside thing and look at it as like a bit of a top down thing. It's like, right, okay, what did I do? What could I have done better?
Yeah.
You know, was it anything I did?
It's the only way you get better, isn't it?
Yeah. Or was it maybe that, you know, maybe the client wasn't suited 100% or...
Did we, or like not in your case, but sometimes in your case now, but like, did I approach the prep as well as I could?
Yeah.
Did we plan everything? Was everything at point at this point? Did we check this? Did we check that? Excuse me. And just run through a bunch of that. I do that every time. I still do that every Christmas. I look back through everyone's preps. I was talking to Mike Fox about this the other year, actually, when I chatted to him a couple of years ago. Because he was asking me something or other, and I can't remember what it was. It was when he started coming up a bit. And I said, honestly, Mike, I've been doing it 15 years. I still get to every Christmas and I run through everyone in my head and think what I could have done better. And I'm like, write down little notes. And I'll be like, if I start noticing a trend of things that I think could have gone better, and then I sit there and start thinking about through December and January how I'm going to tackle that. And as I go into the following season, I run at it again. Some things. So if people come back to me now that I prepped like 3 or 4 years ago and they're like, you aren't doing this, like, this isn't the way we did it last time. I'm like, yeah.
It's progressed a bit.
Yeah, if I was still doing it the same as I was in 2010, I'd be a bit shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you change all the time, and that's, I think that's the difference between from probably going from a good coach into a top coach or whatever that person said on there is time and experience and the amount of bodies you've put on stage. Yeah, 100%. Because it's the only way you're going to learn. You can go to as many fucking seminars and read as many Instagram posts and things and all like that. You're only going to pick it up from, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Monique, for example, on weekend, I knew exactly what to do with her because I've seen a handful of bodies that I've trial and errored over the last God knows how long to get that. And so it went right because of that. If that was me 6 years ago, I'd have probably got that wrong on that day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'd have been figuring out, like I got it wrong with someone else 5 years ago, and I'd have been figuring out, and that's just time, innit?
Yeah, and I also think as well, like what one person perceives as a good coach, someone else could perceive as a not very good coach, and then it's like,
it depends what you want from somebody.
Yeah, because like some people, you know, like I've got girls, for example, that are getting into competing or that have a goal of competing, and then need a lot of like time and attention, and I'm speaking to them like probably nearly every day.
Yeah.
You know, whereas they might go to a coach and they might get, I don't know, they might not get the...
They'd perceive me as a bad coach because they won't get that from me.
Like, if we take that as an example, like you could flip that both ways. Like someone might then think, oh, like, I don't know, you're not giving me enough support or I'm not talking to you enough. But then if you flip that, someone could say, oh, she doesn't stop messaging me, it's really annoying. And then they think you're a great coach because you're like, oh, I only have to speak to them once a week. Like, you know what I mean?
I've had people come to me actually and say that in the past.
Yeah.
They've been like, they're a bit like too much. Like, I just want to check in and, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I suppose a good coach can guess who needs that and who doesn't need that. Do you know what I mean?
Like some of my clients, like one of my clients that recently joined up, she's a coach, she's like on it, and she specifically said to me when she started, she was like, I don't need babying, like just do my check-in and I'll crack on. And I was like, that's fine, like I can do that.
That's actually what I want.
Yeah, but then some clients, it's like I know that I have to do a check-in with them every morning and they have to send me the food they've tracked in for the day because I know otherwise they won't track the food.
So accountability.
Yeah, so it's like I know if I've not got a message from them by like 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm messaging them like, where's your food for the day? Have you tracked it?
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess like it's been able to gauge between clients like how to coach them right for them.
And that's why you're selling a service that you do.
Yeah.
That's the lifestyle service that you're selling, it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just got all soldiers, me.
Everyone that just cracks on and does what they're told. Otherwise, they're out.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Obviously, sometimes you have to let clients go. Because if you're not the right coach for them, I don't know if you've ever had to do this.
Yeah, I have had to do this.
I've done this a bit. Like, if I'm not the right coach, I'm not just going to keep taking the monies.
Yeah.
I'll tell them, like, maybe go try here, maybe go try there.
But I think that's another thing with a good coach as well. Like, if you're holding on to a client and you're maybe not the right person for them, or like it's draining your energy as well.
The check-in kills. I used to do it with PT clients way back in the day.
Yeah.
Not the right PT for you.
Yeah.
Fucking sucking the energy out of me in PT terms, because that's usually like a personality connection, which you don't need online really as much. But like in this terms, like if the check-ins are just, and I'm just like, do you know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm robbing them. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not interested. Do you get what I'm saying?
What
I'm not interested in somebody's. I'll have advise to go over to Amy or Megan because they might be more suited. Yeah. Or just kind of part ways.
I thought you were going to say I'll just like leave the check-in right till the end of the day.
No. If that starts happening, then that's a sign that's what comes next. If you're the last one to get checked in, and I'm thinking, oh, fuck this check-in. That's usually a sign.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad thing. That sounds dead negative, to be honest, I think, saying it out loud. But that's me trying to do good for people, not bad.
Yeah. But also it's
because you could just keep taking the money and rolling your eyes. Oh, fuck that.
And if you're getting multiple check-ins,
then they would accumulate, and then they'd drain out more of your energy, and then you're going to be worse for all your other clients.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Like then that affects like how you show up with like everyone else, and then they're not getting as good a version of you.
Then that has a knock-on effect on your business further down the line. So sometimes cutting your strings early is a good thing, innit? Yeah,
100%. Because it's easy, isn't it, to just like, and I guess that's the same like when you do it, when you bring people into the coaching as well. Sometimes, you know, rather than just bringing loads of people in and having more clients, it's like actually having a conversation with someone first and making sure like you can actually help them and they're like the right person for your team.
Good quality clients that you want that are going to, I mean, I do calls with I didn't used to actually, but I do calls with everybody now. I insist on it because I want to be able to speak to them. Yeah. Because you can't get everything through just a form, you know what I mean? Yeah,
and I feel like you don't get to know like someone's personality and like the type of coaching.
That's what I mean. I feel like that after the half an hour call, I've got them figured out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I can know from, and I'll say no to people after calls. Sometimes I did it a couple of times last month. They're just not they're in the right place. Do you know what I mean? At all.
But then as well, it's like you don't want, if you're bringing someone into the business that you think, oh, I'll just coach them, it'll be all right. And then it doesn't work and then they end up not happy and then that's potentially damaging your reputation as well.
So he's a fucking wanker or he's fucking shite, he didn't even thingy this or he didn't ask me about that. Like, you don't want now bad saying about so you need to be getting on with, it's important. Like,
100%.
Yeah. People who are coming on consults, do not come on slagging off your old coaches.
You get that sometimes.
And it's it's like, so there's layers to this.
Right.
And I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's just, you'll get some consults come through, I don't know who'll get them, you just get a list of the problems that they've had with every single coach. Because I asked for like a few, paragraphs before I go on the call. It's massive red flags to me that we don't need to know that. We need to know if you've had a bad experience, but we don't need to go into detail with why the person that did it to you is an arsehole.
Oh, or their name or anything like that.
Yeah, the name. Like, we don't need the names. We don't need to know who they are. Like, tell us you've had a bit of a rough time and whatever reason, but like if it's just venomous towards people previously, that's a big red flag to me. That. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I have had a lot of the one I get the most often is girls coming from male coaches typically that aren't bodybuilders.
Yeah.
That have been put on super strict body, and I'm not talking about like what you do. I'm talking about
the girls
like,
are not bodybuilders, or the boys are not bodybuilders.
The girls aren't bodybuilders.
Yeah.
Or maybe they are bodybuilders, but they're not competing. Like, but they do bodybuilding type thing.
Yeah.
But they've been put on like bodybuilding diets, but like proper old school bodybuilding diets.
4 times a day.
Or they've been dieted down for a photo shoot on like 800 calories, and they're not even competing, and they've like lost their period and for months, and now they're like screwed over.
Yeah, I still get a few mad ones kicking about. There's still a few mad ones.
Or like I got a girl the other day that had come from that started with me, that's come from a bodybuilding coach that was on like chicken and rice 4 times a day.
That's what I mean, yeah.
And then couldn't stick to a diet because she was like, I hate all my meals.
Porridge and whey for breakfast, chicken and rice 4 times a day. And then steak before bed. Like, that's what everyone used to eat. That's what it was,
Yeah.
I miss them days. Oh, I miss them days. Gut bacteria's destroyed, but I miss them days.
Like nice easy meal plan to write.
Yeah. Batch cooking.
Yeah.
No carnivore then. Been watching loads of videos on this carnivore type thing. Super interesting. Carnivore diets.
I haven't heard of that.
Carnivore. Kind of just from animals, just from animal. There's different layers to it. You've heard of like what Jordan Peterson eats. You heard about that? You seen any of that? Mm-hmm. You know Jordan Peterson is, don't you? Yeah. Not Jordan Peters.
Yeah,
before I start going, you're like, really? He deadlifts all that and he just eats one meal a day? Yeah, he just eats steak. It's called the Lion Diet. And I've been watching documentaries on that.
Maybe I have seen bits on that, actually, I think.
Yeah, his daughter, this is what I found really interesting. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I've been watching a lot of it just because I found it really interesting. His daughter had like a million different things wrong with her. From birth, she had like childhood arthritis, you know, like the proper arthritis, skin problems, fucking depression, like loads of stuff. She was on about 20 different medications by the time she was like 18 or something like that, joint replacements and everything like that.
Sorry, I'm going to sneeze.
And she went through this thing where she reduced all the food down. She ended up just eating steak. Right. Completely cured her arthritis. Like, gone. Completely gone. Everything else, like, watch it. It's only 20 minutes long. Watch it. It's by Michaela Peterson. It's called Don't Eat This.
Okay.
It's so interesting. And then obviously once you've watched that, then all the stuff. Yeah, and then I watched this bloke's do it, the Lion Diet, for 3 years. He just eats steak.
Right.
It sounds mental.
It does sound mental.
But, you know, when you start going into it, you're like, fuck, this is actually
Are they
really
not like
clever.
really nutrient void?
No, because we don't need as much things as what you think we need.
Yes,
like, this is what it all goes into.
In it actually, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's a lot more things in there than you actually realise. And they track the blood work and everything all through it, and the blood work just gets better and better and better and better. And then there's a lot that just eat, it's BBBE, so it's like steak, eggs, bacon and butter.
Oh, that sounds great. I can eat that.
Yeah. So I've been eating a lot of bacon recently since I started realising it's not as bad as everyone makes out when you start looking. This is what I mean. I'm down some right rabbit holes at the minute. But all I will say is, mentally, it's the best I've felt since I was about fucking 15 years old.
I feel like a lot of people still have the whole negative connotation around like red meat, you know, because of well,
this is the rabbit hole that I've gone down.
Yeah.
And it's actually completely backwards to what everybody's been taught for their entire lives. And actually it's like grains and everything that's actually destroying the world, like, and things like it's dead interesting anyways. I won't bore everyone to death with it, but you'd be surprised. But yeah, I've cut out pretty much all processed foods pretty much. I'll still have like the odd kind of pop or little things here and there, but
that makes sense though, doesn't it, to like stick to like a whole food diet?
Yeah, but like completely, and then I don't really eat any carbs, and even now I've dropped down to 2 meals a day now instead of 3, and it's pretty much all fat and protein. I feel so good. Apparently
though, that's really good in terms of like obviously the concentration side of things through the day.
Why do you think I could drive all the way back from Wales, Leah? There we go. We've come back full circle. And that's why I couldn't have done that if I was eating carbs. I'd have been like,
you've been sneezing.
Yeah, I would have been.
This is like me at the minute, though. You know, with being like
mid-off season. Well, your peak off season. This is what I mean. Bodybuilders can't eat like this because they wither away. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it does make like I'm sat sometimes doing work and I'm like, my brain is not braining right now.
Well, this is what I mean. So all brain fog that I had has completely lifted, and I just feel like I can go all the time. It's class. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I'm doing it, for coaching.
Yeah.
This is the extreme side in me again, Leah. Yeah. So I'm like, how can my brain work more better? I know. I'm going to just try this diet.
I've started actually using a really good supplement. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on the podcast.
Did you say this to me before?
Yeah, I did. It's the one I told you about.
Yeah.
But I've started basically taking I'm not going to say the...
But that's been discontinued, that one, hasn't it?
Oh, has it?
The one that you was using.
Oh, I don't know that. Well, I've still got some and I've been taking it and that's been like... I mean, it tastes vile, but it's been really good.
Because I tried to get some after you said.
Oh.
And he said it's been discontinued now.
That's sad.
I was like, God
really
damn,
liked that.
Leah's brain's better than mine. Won't be soon though when you run out. It's like when he runs out of Limitless tablets on the film and he's like,
That'll be me.
Just found Leah in an alley, glasses all steamed up, just rocking. Need more tablets.
It does help me a lot.
Yeah. A lot of people are having that like the mushrooms and that now, aren't they?
Like
not magic mushrooms, I mean.
Like lion's mane? Isn't that a mushroom? I'm sure it is.
Good question, actually. There's like loads of like multi-mushroom, like fucking concentrated tablets.
I'm sure lion's mane is mushroom.
I have that anyways because I have the reds and greens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have the supplement needs ones actually. It's got, but it's got all the reds in it as well. And there's all mushrooms in there. There's fucking everything in there, to be fair.
Yeah, interesting.
I do feel better when I have that, actually.
Yeah. I do think stuff like that makes a difference.
Yeah. Have that in the morning with my hydration supplement. Really get the neuro side going.
I do love a good like HydroFlow in the morning though.
That's what I have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
HydroFlow and supplement needs greens. That's what I have.
Yeah.
Now I don't eat till about 12.
Yeah.
That's me. Just set.
I think that's what I would do in the morning.
Check-ins.
I'd get up, have my HydroFlow, have my coffee, and then just get all my check-ins done.
Yeah.
But obviously, can't really do that when you've got a lot of meals to fit in an off season.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're like ramming food all afternoon.
I wait a few hours to have my coffee. Actually, because I was watching this thing on Andrew Huberman who was saying how it all works, and that like it's actually better if you wait until your body gets going for a few hours until you actually have the caffeine if you can.
Right.
And it actually is better. Because I was a sucker for like first thing in the morning, like doing that.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? When
Yeah,
you
but now I do that and I get hydrated, move about a good bit, and then start doing check-ins. Then about 10:30, 11, I'll have a coffee. Try it. See if you feel any better.
Although I have had my breakfast by that point, so.
Yeah, that's why you need it. That's why you need it. It's like 500 grams of oats.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
Oh, but yeah, hopefully that the coaching bit
told you
helped.
fucking nothing because we're just being blabbering on.
Hey, the coaching bit was good.
Was it? I'll trust you on that one.
Oh.
Give advice without giving no advice. Just fucking slagged everyone off today. You're all wankers. You're all wankers.
No, I feel like there's some good value in there in the middle of it.
Yeah, probably for the mindset a little bit of coaches that struggle with things like that. Because I used to take it personally in my 20s.
Yeah.
And I'd be like thinking for ages, like, why is this person like... Blah, blah. To be fair, I used to do it all through personal training at first. I wasn't online coaching, was I? So I had proper like relationships with people because they were in the gym for me 1 hour every week.
Yeah.
So it was a bit more deep. And then if someone I'd thinking, where are they fucking gone? Why? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? Sorry, I'm just on a tangent again here. You know what? That did make me realise that because when I was personal training, my retention was so good when I was personal training.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, why? And I've rarely lost a client or a client stopped. And I think with online, it's so easy to like just do the coaching and talk about the nutrition and whatever and not have the relationship side of it there. And I think, when you actually look at it, that's that's the reason people are going to stay with you because you care about them and you know their dog's name and you like understand what they've, you know what I mean?
When I first moved online,
I
really struggled with not knowing people as much. Like it took me ages to get used to that.
Yeah.
And probably why I always have like people over to the gym and I'm seeing people and do the seminars and this and that.
Yeah.
Like, I like people as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what I'm like. Like I like that's why I like doing the meetups and the training days because I like
good banter, innit?
Yeah, it's nice.
Good banter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what it is, and I can talk about bodybuilding specifically, industry specifically, when you just take a step back and look at what everyone's doing and everyone's jumping from coach, like blah, 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 blah. Like I have loads of clients come to me that have left other good coaches. They ain't got nothing bad to say. They just wanted to try something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always flip that over and I think, well, that's probably what's happening if somebody leaves me and go, do you know what I mean? Like think about it like that. They might have their own reasons and bits and pieces. But anyway, if we can just help one soul, just one online coach out there is helped by our information today, the world's a better place. I'm only joking, you're all wankers. Including myself. Shall we wrap that up then? Because we've just spoken about fucking nothing for God knows how long. He's probably asleep in the other room recording it. We've got to go wake him up to start the next episode. I need some eggs. I need some protein and fats. I'm going to go eat that after this now. For my brain.
I'm going to put a plug in for us as well because I feel like we never say this at the end of our podcast. We're always like, subscribe. But
I don't even know what this is.
No, I've just thought of it. If you are interested in coaching, then drop us a message on Instagram and we can have a chat.
What, coaching to be coached by us?
Yeah.
Or to teach them about coaching?
No, to be coached by us.
Yeah. Come see me, man. Don't go see her.
Thanks, John.
Listen, right. I'm only joking. If you want a boy, come to me. If you want a girl, go to Leah. Yeah, let's plug us. We should have done this at the beginning, actually. It probably seemed a bit weird, though, wouldn't it?
Join our team.
Yeah, come join our team. Team DW, Team Undivided. That was it.
That's it.
That was
Thanks.
it. I just said it in the way that I was going to carry on talking, just to make you feel awkward. Oh, let's stop now.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah, come join us. You're really welcome. Just don't be maniacs.